Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Pass to Adebayo. Offline with a three.
Will playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Adebayo. Where? And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The versatility of Adebayo is so impressive. There aren't many bigs that can handle the ball and pass at the level he does.
To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Out to the right wing. Adebayo from long range. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. There's a screen. Hero. They get the rebound. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sixers ball.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And now the Sixers on the break.
Such an explosive athlete. Maxey saw his chance and took it right to the rim.
Hero outside. And it's blocked by Embiid.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. On the clock. Wiggins from long range. Tips it up. Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. For three, George. The shot no good. Miami trailing. Back to Hero. To win the cold spell. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Pass to Embiid. And here's Oubre from the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's Burks. Fires the 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Maxey, here we go. To the left side wing. Embiid inside. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. for three. Maxey fires in the triple. Maxey's got 5.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Love grabs the miss. The Heat with the lead. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Edwards. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Adebayo. Still no points. Pass to Larson. Here's Robinson. Takes a 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Maxey surveys. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. McCain's shot is off. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 4. The Sixers again can't hit. The Heat on offense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Hero outside. Pass to Anderson. Knocked away. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Embiid. Gets hauled in by the Heat.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Hero. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Robinson. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Both teams will make substitutions. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Hero outside. Driving in. Where? Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Got it. Embiid's got 5 now.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Hero, no good. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. George outside. Back to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And just superb concentration from the crafty guard. Hero taking the contact like a champ.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Now here's George. Still without a bucket. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins. Here's Bona. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the Heat making a change here.
Heat substitution. Number 45. Damian Mitchell.
The Heat with the lead. Double team on Mitchell. Pass to Ware. Adebayo with it. George defending. Here's Ware.
76ers foul.
As a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makeup.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. To the middle. Here's Bona. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Alec Burks.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Outside Mitchell. Wiggins for 3. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here is Maxey. For the lead. Rebound Miami.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hero with it. Has to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. Tipped. Here's George. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Here's Burks. Has to Ware. Hero with it. Inside. Ware, that's good. Ware's got 7.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Ware. Miami trailing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound Miami. Hero with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Pass to Adebayo. And they double up Adebayo. Back to Hero. Launches it. Paul George pulls it in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the paint. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
And I love the energy on defense. Wiggins working hard to come up with the block right there.
Adebayo sets a screen. Down low. And Adebayo slams it in.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
So both teams making some changes here. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Offensive board. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 5 now.
Plays like that make the coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
.151 left in the third quarter. Pass to Grimes. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Duncan Robinson. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for Philadelphia, Quentin Grimes.
That one's off.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Now Hero. 5 points in the game. Outside Robinson. He drops it from range. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hero with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Hero outside. Back to Robinson. Clock at 6. Pass to Hero. Over Maxey. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 5. Rebound Miami. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Ware. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Out to Oubre. Connects from downtown. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game. Heat leading by 4.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Adebayo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Miami shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And so it's Miami leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous.
34.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Hero. Pass to Robinson. 4-3. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And here's Embiid. Anderson covers. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
Pass to Robinson. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Butler.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now Edwards. Six to shoot. Here's McCain. God missed. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Robinson. The rebound by Yabusele.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Embiid. And here's Butler outside. Miami grabs the miss. Kicks it to Hero. No one near him. He's off on that one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Down low. Embiid puts it in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his third foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Ware.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Here's Grimes. George outside. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound Miami. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Hero with it. Oubre picks him up to the paint. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Pass to Embiid. Adebayo with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Hero outside. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Outside Maxey. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
Hero for three. Offensive rebound. To the inside. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. George outside. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within one.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief. Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Oh, he buries it from outside.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Hero outside. Can they tie? Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
This is as...
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Now here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Sixers ball.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 2-point game. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a lead.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Grimes. Outside Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now. Hero. It's hauled in by Oubre. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
First team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there. Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Here's the pick to the paint. Here's Ware. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Oubre. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Hero outside. Pass to Ware. Money!
Yeah, nice handoff by Hero. Moving it when the play doesn't get him a shot.
Here's Maxey. Yes!
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Hero left side. Count it!
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Hero. And he drives in. Oh, it falls!
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.